Those on. Perfect. All right. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Happy Monday. Welcome on in. We are running north today. We got Promods in. It's ready to go. We don't have a trip right up there just yet. We gotta make a little halfway stop essentially. But I gotta look at the map and I must say, holy crap. They have done a lot since the last time I had Promods. Like, it's probably, I want to say double, if not triple, the size of what it was last time I looked at it. So, definitely should be a good one. But for right now, we just gotta do a little trip here. So, since we were stopped in Pendleton last time, we're starting from there. And we gotta stop in Washington. And then from there, we should hopefully be able to get a run up to at least Bellingham or around there. And we can go from there. But yeah, that's the plan for today. Just jump on in here. And yeah, we're taking same Pro Star. Like I didn't really change anything as I put Pro Mods in. That was about it. But as for our load, it's sitting here waiting for us. I literally just have to back into it. I'm already sitting here. So we're gonna back up, hook up to it, and then we will hit the road. Let's shut that off for a second. And yeah, I already went through, made sure I was there height-wise and everything, so I mean, I don't usually have to worry about that with this truck, but sometimes I still do it, just to make sure. But we'll get going here. We got a couple 100 miles to go for this one. So it's just a deck of empty pallets, so it's not going to be too bad. It doesn't weigh too much. It's only 22,000 pounds, so we shouldn't have an issue with it. But we'll get out here. I'll pull up the actual big map and show you where we're heading, where the plan is essentially. Make sure we don't clip the wall there. Okay. Do this real quick here. And so we're going up to line entity. I might have just absolutely butchered that. If I did, I apologize. But I'm hoping once we do our drop off here, we'll be able to find a run that goes up to Bellingham, and then from there we can hit the border. I guess we could go up this way too. But last time I looked, last time I had Pro Mods, I don't remember any of this. I think there's Vancouver and the mainland, and there's a little bit down here. Like this little bit. Like I don't even think Hope was here. Like I think Abbotsford was kind of like the end of it. And now, like they're actually getting to like the border of Alberta even. So there's definitely going to be a bit more to check out. And then, yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Being on Canadian roads for once, we might actually have to switch our units over, so we're reading kilometers instead. Go up across the border, switch over so we read kilometers instead of miles, and then I think we should be good. Because, well, I mean, don't get me wrong, being Canadian, I know most of the speed limits, so. But, yeah, that's the plan. Doing a drop here, hopefully another one to go up farther. Whichever way we go doesn't really bother me. We're just hoping to actually get across the border today, essentially, is the plan. So, with that, let's hit the road and get on our way. A little bit better spot. There we go. Hopefully I don't smack that too bad. Hopefully I don't smack it at all. Oh, come on. Oh, fine. Definitely been a couple moments of that today of, you don't want to give me a gear when you should give me a gear? Fine. I mean, yeah, okay, I'm probably rolling a little quick for the gear, but... Going there, butts? Come on. And let's go to the top for a bit instead. Oop, wrong button. My bad. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be really nice when I can get a new shift knob. And then don't have to worry about trying to hit the buttons on the wheel to frickin' use my high range or my split. I'll actually be able to use them from the shifter like normal. But they are definitely a little expensive. Like, I think mine even, if I was to buy, when I buy a new one, I am looking at least a couple $100 for a shift knob. And that's even like a budget one that's like cheaper. If I went with a more expensive one, it would be probably a little closer to $400, I want to guess. So, if not, maybe almost 5. And I mean, like, I could probably find like a cheaper one on like Amazon or something, but I don't know if it would actually. Oh, oh, oh. Little leg spec there. Okay. Um, I don't know if it would actually work on my shifter the way I have it. Because, like, it would probably work on the shifter base itself, but I also have an adapter, and then another adapter, and a frickin' like 12-inch piece of half-inch, like, threaded bar as an extension kind of thing. And then I got my shift knob on top of that. So, I kind of did like a homemade extension for the shifter, but it actually worked out really well. And it's holding really well. I'm kind of surprised. Like, I could have went out and bought, like, actual, like, extensions for it and such. Like, they say meant for it, but I literally just went down to, like, the freaking hardware store, picked up a 12-inch piece of threaded bar, like, half-inch threaded bar, right? The same thread as the, bottom of the shift knob. And I literally just basically threaded the shift knob on the one end, and I threaded the other end into a little like coupler adapter kind of thing. Okay. In we go. Are you... I don't know what you're doing, but I need to go around you. That would be a horrible spot to actually break down. Although, I mean, at that point, you would think the guys from here, at least some of them would, you know, stop and be like, what's going on? Why is traffic a little screwed up getting in here? Because, I mean, at the very least, they could probably grab another vehicle and just tow it out of the way. Alright, let's get back on highway here. Boom. Okay, and let's just set that now so we don't have to worry about it. Apparently I forgot to reset the dial from last time we were on. Oh well. I guess that's one bonus to the computer just kind of resetting it internally. Doesn't matter where it is. It still works the same regardless. It just kind of bugs me because the little tick that I usually have in the middle is not in the middle, and it's bugging me. But I don't want to adjust it, especially with the cruise on or driving, because it'll turn my cruise on. So let's just focus on the road. Yeah. Okay. So we're already in. Well, I'm pretty sure we started pretty close to the Washington border, so shouldn't surprise me, I guess. Okay. Oh, I must say, I am definitely a little excited to get back up north across the border. Because, like I said, I had Promods before, but there wasn't too much, and I had already been through most of it. So I was like, okay, well, let's just take that off for now, you know, save a little bit of space on the computer. Because even with some of the... Oh, there's a truck there. Get going, little blue car. Yeah, I was not jumping in front of a freaking rail car. It's not happening. Man, like I said, I basically went through Pro Mods already, and I enjoyed the crap out of it. Like, I have pictures somewhere. Where? I have no idea. I don't know what device they're on, or it was an old phone I had, what, but I have pictures somewhere of the frickin' my truck actually sitting in front of like a Tim Hortons in front of the sign. And I was like, yes, this is perfect. This is awesome. Because that's the one thing I really wish someone would do would be like a Canadian truck sim. Like you get like stuff like ATS, ETS, Truck World Australia, right? Stuff like that. And like they're good games, don't get me wrong. Like I even only did the demo for Truck World Australia, and that one was really good. That one you actually, get out the truck, hook your cables up, put the legs on the trailer up, right? So in some parts, oop, 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 oop. Make sure we don't squish this little Tesla in the curve here. Or what is that? A Volvo? Looks like a Volvo. I can't quite tell. Or is that like a... No, I think that's a Volvo. As for what kind of Volvo, I couldn't tell you, but I think that's a Volvo. I think. But yeah, no, definitely after last time when I was sitting here saying we'll probably end up making runs farther north to get across the border, and yeah, I went on, got Promods installed, went through the little process of getting installed, and then got them in, put them in the order. Oh, should just in the other gear, I guess. All right. Um, Bam, no, got them in, and then I loaded in, and then looked at the map because, well, of course, with adding stuff is like content change update, like content change detected, like fast travel to wherever, right? So I was like, okay. So then, as always, when it does, oh, this is gonna be a pain. Uh-oh. Oops. Ooh, that could have been bad. Okay, I'm gonna sneak over for a second here. Block traffic a little bit. Let people go. Come on. Oh, just hit a car. This works, and then he can just come in behind me. Okay, that worked out not too bad. I only had to do some minor intervention. You can definitely tell, like, the traffic mod is putting a little bit of work in. Like, I don't think I usually see this much traffic out here, so it is kind of nice. It makes it a bit more lively. But at the same point, it might make it lively, but it's also a pain sometimes. You see, you get friggin' long lines, and then for some reason they're not moving, and yeah. Sometimes it's nice, sometimes not so much. Like, if I was still actually doing, like, YouTube videos and such, that would be probably something I would actually have to go in and, like, cut out afterwards, after sitting for so long. Or freaking once you finally get past it after a certain distance, like, okay, cut back in here. Yeah. I've definitely found I prefer streaming as opposed to videos. Here, there we go. Okay, come on, light. Red, green? Yeah, there we go. Sure we... Nice. Perfect. Always the thing is trying to miss that frickin' front corner of that lane all the time. And it's not even like just that intersection, it's pretty much any intersection like that. Making sure you actually get wide enough so you don't hit anyone in that lane, so. Because sometimes they like to do what some people do in real life and they like to crawl right up. And it's like, dude, you do that, you're gonna get hit. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I can't complain too much. I do it, but I don't go and sit, like, over the line kind of thing. I'll sit, like, at it. I see lots of people and they sit, like, a couple feet before it, and it's like, okay. Like, you guys know it's up here, right? Like, you can squish a little bit. Okay. Let's see how the International does with the hills and the curves. I'm pretty sure we've been out here before in one of the Internationals. At least one of the freaking Pro Stars. But I don't quite remember. This will be interesting, probably. It's like, usually when I compare curvy roads, it's stuff like this I kind of compare it to. Oregon, Washington, you know, stuff like this in between. Oh, okay. You're going a little slower than I thought you were. Okay, a bit slower. Okay. 40, eh? Oh, oh, not anymore. Straightened out. Now we can get some speed. Just in time to turn. There we go. Yeah, good enough. Alright. Oh, right on the rail car. Yeah, I'd imagine that thing probably has a decent amount of weight to it. Especially to have that big of a trailer. Okay, how fast to go on here? Okay, I'm still doing 40. Alright. I can't really complain. It makes it easy when it comes to the areas you gotta slow down because, well, you're already doing the speed. Yeah, okay. Moment of, I really hope there's Yeah, that's what I was a little concerned of. And are you gonna be nice and let me in? I think so. Okay, come on. Yep, yep. Thank you. Alright, and oops, that's a little far. Fix that real quick. Alright. Hop back up top so I can actually freaking see the light here. Okay. Yellow light. Right? In there. Ooh. Okay, I did make it. Even though I may have hit the curb. Okay, looks like we're going down, turn right, and it should be on the left. I wonder how small of a yard this is gonna be. Okay, what kind of carbine is too? Of course. Because, you know, heaven forbid I get that friggin' lucky. Okay. This might not be too bad. I kinda overshot the gate though. Clear? Perfect. Okay. So yeah, pretty much any other drop pretty much. With no room. Alright. Really? I swear. The more I drive the internationals, I think I'm gonna have to put like a counter in for that. How many times a stream can I frickin' stall a truck? And the worst part is I'm usually not that bad. Like when it comes to a peach or something else, I don't usually have problems. Yeah, this won't be perfect, but you know what? It's good enough for me. So let's get this guy. Oops. You can definitely tell I did a couple cargo missions. Okay. Drop trailer. Because usually when it comes to like the cargo stuff, you got your own truck. It's just shut your truck off, hit the button, it does its thing. Forgot. Wait a minute. Great mission. Just drop the trailer. Okay. I guess now the next question is, what do we got going from here? I'm basically trying to go up either here or here. There's one right for Bellingham, so... It's going back the other way. That's no... Okay. Alright, no, then... Makes that decision real easy. And it works out perfectly, too. Because we can go up, we can drop it, and then we can cross. Y'all love freaking having to sit red lights. Ugh. Oh, bro. Really? Okay. So that's one to add to the counter for later. I guess it is technically not a double lane, so... Let's get this going. Okay, where... Here. Oh, yeah, okay, I see it. I see the marker. Okay, so we're gonna... It's over, and walk left here. Okay. Like I said before, the UI mirrors are definitely a nice addition. Like older games could have definitely used it. Alright. This hooked up. Let's work. Alright. Good enough for me. Nice. The crawl our way out. Make sure we don't hit a car or anything here. I think we're good though. Oh, we got another one of these. Okay. Oh, traffic isn't. Oh, nice. They have it kind of set up like this in Yuma. Then you go and try and get out of the one yard you pick up a trailer from. And the intersection is literally like right here. And of course, with that one, for some reason, I don't know why, but it's the traffic is always worse. So it's usually a lineup, and you gotta sit there and wait. And then, of course, with the light not being long enough, it just basically keeps the line going. They have to sit there for however long. And... okay, no, that is our red. Okay. That was screwing with me for a second there. Okay, low range. There we go. Okay. Should be good. And it's only a couple 100-mile trips, so I mean, that's not too bad. Can't really complain about that. Can you just hold up and wait your turn? Like, yes, I know you want to turn, but, gotta wait for me, and there's a car behind me. I don't know if he knows I can see him or not, but I know he's there. Let's start there, actually. Next, okay, next, right, okay. Well, I guess as long as they don't actually force us to exit, we should be okay. Oh yeah, no. We're good. Which just definitely means there's a little bit more stuff to check out later. And... scale? Yeah, I thought so. Come on. There we go. 50,487. Oh, that's not Too bad. That's not too bad at all. And I freaking thought so. I thought it started raining. Hear something extra. I was like, what is that sound? What am I hearing? Turns out, rain. Yeah, let me go. Going, get going. And zoom light on the entire time. Like, come on, guys. Turn on. Everyone can see it. Like, I've got freaking on one side. There's 2. We've got at least 3 on the truck on its own. And then I think at least minimum 2 on each side of the trailer. Like one right in the middle of the trailer, one at the end of the trailer. Alright, that's okay. We should probably turn these on real quick, just because, yep, crappy weather. That way, you know, these people can see where the cab is. Like, there's extra lights for that, yes, but it's still, depending on what it's like, have your headlights on. And I mean, worst comes to worst, you just shut them off afterwards. Yeah, no, we're definitely finding a couple of spots that are getting pretty freaking curvy here. Yeah. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Curves definitely make for a nice drive. Like, it's really nice out here. But trying to do it sometimes fully loaded and everything else, and trying to hold speed is not always the nicest. And oh, that's why. That's why I get it. Okay. I'll let you go over. I'll sneak over. Definitely some nice scenery up here. Would not want to fall off the side. That would be definitely a fair ways down, and that's a pretty sharp ledge. And bring this down a little bit here. We're not flying around this. there be a train. But yeah, no, usually when I compare curvy roads, this is like these are the actual roads I'm like comparing them to. Like I know it doesn't seem too bad right now, but as you just go, it just winds through. Yeah, done these both in game and in real life. You definitely get a little bit of a race car feeling going around the curves and stuff. Especially if you're in like a little, like somewhat sportier car. Oh yeah. Alright, are we gonna have to stop at this scale too? No, we're not. Sweet. We got a green. I imagine the 35 zone ends just after the scale. Yep. Not gonna get going too quick here. Definitely one bonus to still being able to have the map, but even if it is a little smaller. Yeah, I have definitely found some curves. You do not want to be going fast around. You will put a truck on its side. Like down around um where was it? I think Arizona, New Mexico area kind of thing. I know there's a few curves down there. Turn off the highway, go down through a little hamlet town kind of thing, and then have to do a curve. And there's a couple in there, and they recommend you go pretty slow. And it's like, I can see why. Because even just a little bit over, and yeah, a freaking truck fell right over. Way over here. Alright, we're getting there. We're almost there. Only 53 miles out. Two. Well, yeah. And another way station. Holy frickin' way stations up here, guys. Like, I remember there being way stations. I didn't think there was that many way stations. Oh, we got green, so. Alright. We'll just to keep on and trucking. Now that we actually stopped raining here, let's quickly do a little light reset. Add our headlights off. Alright. I didn't even think of looking at where this trailer is actually going to once we get here. And it's just like, oh, it's going to Bellingham. Good enough for me. So, I guess we'll find out in 20 some miles. space station. That's it's definitely gonna be a good thing to remember, like, coming back. But I'm not too worried about it. Have to see where we end up with the Promods, I guess, when we come back. Uh, uh, Customer expects delivery very soon. Dude, I'm around the corner. Literally. Like, 0 miles around the corner. I know this is, yep, there it is. I know it's gonna go green, so I'm not gonna jump ahead of time. The yellow light, perfect. You know what? I'll take it. Here. It's definitely the moment of, I don't quite remember this. Definitely been a while since I've been up here. Not completely overshoot the gate this time. Even smaller. Okay. So it just means we're gonna squish up to these guys. Pretty nice. It's kind of nice. They kind of just give you a line with the trailers when you look at them. So follow this and go up, back around in. Oh, oh. Oops. Okay. Apparently the mic's a little low there. Let's just put you back over here. Go. A little bit more. Come on in. That's not. Let's try and fix this a little bit here. Oh, that's better. That definitely looks better. Good enough for me. Alright, drop this. Here we go. And oh, crap. Oh, hello, Elsa. How are you doing? I'm not doing too bad. making our way north. We're heading up for Canada. Alright. Get up under the trailer here. Now the big question. Do we actually have anything ready to go up? Washington. Okay. Merritt. No, that's not bad. There's... Yeah, that works. That kind of just puts us right in the middle of everything. Sweet. Okay. And, oh, we're sitting here. Alright, go activate it. It just kind of worked out really well. Okay. Market. Container. That's the one we just parked beside. That's nice and easy. Just follow. Oh, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. Apparently I need to fix my alerts. They were supposed to go off, but apparently they just haven't felt like it. Alright. Grab this. Okay. Locked in. Perfect. Okay, I guess before we get too far, because I know we're already a couple trips in, although I can't see my freaking time. Okay. Alright. Hold on, parking brake for a second. Alright, now what's are we? I love the fact that I finally got the TV for OBS on the wall. I think I need to shrink my OBS down just ever so slightly. I just can't see the bottom bar with all the important stuff. But either way, looking at the time here, I figure before we actually head up and cross the border, we'll do a little break time here, give everyone a chance to get up, so, you know, have a chance to stretch, or if you need to grab something to drink, something to eat, bathroom break, you know, any of the sort. Do that real quick before we head up, and then when we come back, we'll go and drive up, hit our border crossing, and then drive in from there. Like I said, we'll probably switch our units, so instead of reading miles, once we get in, we'll probably switch so we're reading kilometers. But that'll be when we get back. So I've already got parking brake set, so I don't gotta worry about that. Okay. Just shut the truck down for a minute. Alright guys, I'm gonna let everyone loose here for a break time. I'm also gonna sneak out and finish my smoke real quick, so we'll be right back. And then, yeah, we'll lock in, drive into Canada, and go see the Promod updates. See you guys in a few. Okay, eyes back. Everyone had a break, a chance to get up and out the chair for a minute. And drop Discord, Instagram, and chat, please. Good try. I'm not sure if it would work or not, but my Instagram is actually linked on my profile along with the YouTube, so that is one way to find me. I think I might even have the TikTok in there too. And that's yours for your Insta and Discord. Alright, that works for me. Sounds good. Okay, alright. Let's jump us back in here. This guy up here. Working, tracking, perfect. Alright. Now that we are back, let's get it logged in here. Crossing the border. We're finally making it into Canada. So, fire get back up here. Let's get it going. Right, braking brake. Thought about that for a second. Flip a coffee before we get out the gate. And you don't have to stop for me, but I appreciate it. But you don't have to. Thank you. You didn't have to, but thank you. Oh, that's gonna be... that would have been a little bit of pain to have a merge problem there. Oop, oop. Nice snack, not bad. Anyone coming? I don't know. No? Okay. Sounds like a good enough time. We need to go around the corner and get going. There we go. Oh, no, that's a truck. Okay. We're good. That could have ended badly. Definitely did not want to crunch the nose of that thing. Okay. Two cough. Need that. I wonder if that's one thing they're gonna carry through if they when they actually get there. Wonder if it's gonna be lower speed limits in like the parks and stuff like that, like it actually is. I wonder. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Wait and find out. And oh, at least they were nice enough to put a fuel stop right here, which we probably just for a second. Yeah, probably should stop for fuel really quick. At least the nice thing is we literally can just pull straight in, and we literally can just go straight out and just keep going. Alright. Parking brake so we don't move. Get off. Feel. We're not... Okay, we're not too close. Good, good. So it definitely didn't take long for half a tank. 80 gallons, 350 bucks. That's not horrible. Wait, don't get me wrong. With all the money I freaking have in this profile, I'm not worried about freaking fuel costs. Okay, parking brake again. And, oh, perfect timing. Not worry about anyone coming up behind us. Alright, so jump back up here. So at least that way I know where I am in the lane. We definitely might end up finding a couple of spots. We're gonna have to probably stop and take some screenshots, just because. Okay. Why are you not going? Okay. How are we doing? Okay, we're good for damage, we're good for fuel. We should get through this, no problem. Okay, we need to go to the right here. Yeah, definitely haven't done this for a bit. Don't remember quite how they got it laid out here. Although, there's one thing they definitely did. They made it nice and easy to follow. Like, those barriers and stuff. Alright, now the fun part. I'm not quite sure if there's a truck specific way. I'm just gonna go this way because I'm already here. Upside. Damn, that sounds bright. Okay, border check. Let's get that going. Sit here for a second. Oh, oh, okay. We're good to go. Sweet. Let's make sure no one coming up. Okay. Yeah, now we're definitely in Canada. Speed limits are weird. Is there actually a train coming? No. I don't want to say so. Which way though? Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. We can see an actual Canadian, like a CPU freaking CN. There we go. Moment never think you'd be so happy to see a Canadian train engine. Oh, there's the end. Perfect. Okay, let them get through so I can go a little wide. Sorry, hang on. I'm just trying not to hit the sign here. 50 kilometers. 31. Alright. We'll deal with the weird kilometers here for a second. Alright, perfect timing real quick. I'm just gonna quickly change this here. Is it? I freaking missed it, didn't I? No, kids tolerances. Oh, no. Okay. Where the crap did it go? As far as gameplay. Yeah, interface, maybe? Oh, regional settings. There we go. Kilometers. Switch that. Leader. Okay. So interface is where they put it. Alright. Good enough for me. Oh, crap, I was supposed to turn. Damn it. My bad. Forgot about that for a second. I got a little caught up in the, getting everything switched over. That's okay. Pop this for a second here. There we go. Don't need to turn. Well. It didn't quite work, so that's okay. Yeah, missed a sign. Good. Sweet. Alright. At least it made it kind of nice and easy for this part of it. Just do a little loop and away you go. And green, green. There we go. That's the gear I needed. Couldn't find my gear for a second. I was like, oh crap. Okay. Yeah, we're finally mostly back on track, going the right way. Right. Remember that turn here. We missed the barrier. Perfect. And yeah, speed limit's 100. Like I thought. And oh, my oh, yes, my same dashboard is actually still reading miles. Okay. So even though we're doing 100 kilometers, I'm still getting the actual miles. Good way to definitely figure out what's what. Alright. Let's turn these on. Because they're definitely going to be needed in here. Let's get rid of the extra mirror. Yeah. Okay, so 65 is about 104. That's not too bad. Okay. Is that telling me to go over? Back this way. I think it's back this way. Yeah. So yeah, we'll just stay put. Yeah, we're going. I do believe if I remember it, we're going to Merritt, so. But yeah, just like Oregon and Washington, BC, especially in the mountains, is definitely. You got some freaking pretty bad cliff faces that you don't want to fall off of. And then you also got the freaking rock walls. Like, yeah, this is accurate. This is a thing. I remember very soon. Dude, I'm gonna have to. It's not gonna be horribly soon. Like, I'm still an hour and a half out. Oh, right. I forgot this highway they made freaking 120. Usually, most of our highways are just 100, and most people just do like 110. But I forgot they made a couple of these 120, and it's like, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, it's nice, but if you drive something that doesn't quite go that fast, it's not quite so nice. No, I got moved up there, jeez. Yeah, I got ass. Put on the floor, freaking gun. You gotta love the freaking mountains for that. And then, yeah, the one thing we have up here, because of the mountains, is brake checks. So basically, pull over and check your brakes, make sure they're all good before you start either descending the mountain, like descending, Yeah, so you don't completely burn your brakes right out. Man, come on. And yeah, looking at the speedometer, I'm definitely found why I like sitting around that 65 mark when we're driving somewhere. Because, well, 110 is about 68, so... Oop, we need to turn here. Definitely a good thing I looked at the map real quick. Come on, thank you. Sorry, little guy. Making sure, trying to get myself in the right gear here. Go back here where I actually have a mirror. There we go. And 10k out. Not bad. Kinda sucks that the first venture in, of course, had to be in the frickin' dark. But, I mean, hey, once Merritt discovered as pretty much the first city up north. Because I don't think Abbotsford actually kicked in when we were there, so... Alright. How far in here? Going. Yeah, I thought there was a horn for a second. I was like, what the crap was that? No, that's just something else. And, oh, of course, I had to pick. They're going to the friggin' biggest yard here. There, at least it looks like it's not too far in, so getting into the yard shouldn't be too bad. And whoop. I'm gonna go this way. Okay. Where is... oh, right there in between the stacks. Okay. Um. in our... Oh, sorry. Best way, probably gonna be... I don't know if we can do a complete spin around. Oh, we might. Oh, okay. Yes. That's not too bad. Okay, let's shut our high beams off here. Yeah, no. I'm not gonna deal with the flashing. Frickin' just have a little bit of extra light that's not gonna be useful. Come on. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what that look like. Oh. There it is. Nice and easy. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Get this down. Okay. Oh, and even switched the kilometers for the whole trip, not just the last. Oh, okay. That's not too bad. It's like 3.5 hours of driving. Hmm. Alright. I'll get out from under the trailer here. Okay, recenter this first, I guess. Probably hit that when I grab my coffee. Okay. Alright. That's done. Fuck up for a sec. Oh. Hit me up on Discord. The next one. Alright. Yeah, no. Definitely. I'll have to probably do it after stream, though. But, yeah. Okay. What are we doing for 47? It's not bad. Alright, what do we got that's not much of anything? Actually, somewhat close. Is that literally just because the frickin' nothing else around, or? No, not really. Well, alright then. That would be the other yard they're probably talking about for that one. Is there... There is. Okay, well that works. We can go do that then real quick. Got that. We have fast travel points. There. They said there's one nice thing, they're not being too far in the yard when it comes to getting back out after. Doesn't take much. I've definitely had some yards in here, which most people have probably seen on stream before, but like some of them were just like a literal freaking maze to get through, just to get out. Alright, just make sure you know I'm coming really quick. And okay, repair and field that way. Stuff's that way. Alright, let's turn that back down by one. Alright, this one should be on the other side. Is that Petro? Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, we're not rolling. Okay, good, good. Alright, get that going. Like how it just doesn't take much to fill. Alright. Yeah. Damage wise, I think we're fine. We shouldn't have to worry about it. So we'll just run over to the rest stop real quick. Get some time passing. And then once it's actually like daylight out, we'll actually be able to see what we're doing, where we're going. See everything else they've done. Because, yeah, I don't know why. But a lot of times recently, we've had some pretty bad frickin' luck with trying to get some scenery and stuff, but it's frickin'... Oh, you guys are right by the fence, aren't you? Yep, of course. I was hoping to just sneak in behind everyone and not have to worry about it, but I guess not. Okay. Frickin'... Oh yeah, angled fence and everything too. Alright. Let's shut down. Quick little time skip here. Holy crap, we can see. Okay. Check back on. Shut our headlights off. Alright, now... Probably should have done it before we start moving, but... Oh well. See if there's actually anything here now. Merit, merit. Turn in. Oh, okay. That one we could do. No one's actually around here. Oh, so is that one. Hmm. You know, that wouldn't actually be too bad of a drive. I mean, it kind of goes back somewhat to where we were, but... Hmm. Can't second seats. That's second seats. What? I haven't done an actual piece of equipment for a bit, so why not? Okay, I need to go this way. Pretty sure? Yep, okay. I just have to wait for my map to kick in there. My map didn't want to kick in, so... Is one disadvantage I have found definitely to some rest stops. There's some of them, once you get going or you rest or something, it just kind of like loses where you are and just doesn't focus on it. And it's like, okay, how do I get out of here? But you can't tell because your map isn't actually moving until you get out and hit a road, and then it's like, oh, okay, there we go. You need to go this way. Oh, 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 oh. There's a car. Oh, don't stop moving. There you go. Alright. Free market. Order to 30. Yeah. Correct. Oversized. I wouldn't quite go oversized to the point of needing beacons. Not too worried about it. Not to mention the beacons on this truck aren't exactly useful, so they're almost there just more for looks than anything at this point. Boop, boop. Well, it's not too bad. It's not like too wide or anything. Oh, oops. Gear might help. And perfect. Yeah, oh, there's definitely another thing they got really good and accurate with that. Definitely see lots and lots of logging trucks and trailers. Like, almost every other truck and trailer will probably be a logging truck. And it's accurate, especially in BC, like, it's pretty much their biggest industry. Yeah, just gonna stay over here for a bit until we can get some speed going. Or until we get pushed over. And then slow down. brake check, that's why. Oh, yep. Please pull over and perform brake check. There it is. I mean, I don't usually have to worry about it, because, well, yeah, my truck is basically brand new. There's like nothing wrong with it. I think the 2% of damage on it is freaking tire wear from driving. Oh, I'm in the wrong lane. Oops. Benjamin, yank. Although, I mean, having a little cutscene for the brake check isn't so bad. That's kind of nice, actually. And then when you're done, you just keep on going. Pointless? A little bit. More interactive and everything? Absolutely. Let's try and keep it probably around 110. Although, I know it's not quite gonna work going downhill. So we'll just let the Jakes do their thing. And we'll just keep her around 100. Down a little bit more than I wanted to, but that's not a big deal. Yeah, no, we're definitely gonna have to check out stuff on the mainland, and then we're gonna have to run out to the island, check stuff out there. That's something I've definitely done a few times before too, driven the island. And I'm not talking like in-game in ATS, I'm talking like real life. I've driven Vancouver Island, like top of it to the bottom of it. Basically hop on the ferry, go and drops you at one end, you go to the other end, and that's basically where Victoria is. Yeah, drop a split here. Yeah, that would make sense. It's sitting here, I'm like, why are people going so slow? Never mind, there's another track. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know the mountains and the hills are a pain. Especially when you got a truck that's not quite as powerful as it probably should be. Like, mine's a little bit of a different case, right? Like, most of these guys are probably running like a 625 that's governed down to like a 550 or something. Because apparently that's actually a friggin' thing they do, and it's like, why not just leave it a 625? Like, you already got it. Why not use it? But no, apparently some companies will actually take the trucks, put a 625 in them, and then they'll govern the truck, and they'll, like, detune it, kind of, down to a 550. So the actual motor itself is the 625, but it only has the power output of a 550, and it's like, that's pointless. Why? It would make hills, everything else so much easier. But, and then, like I said, my case is a little different, because I'm running an 800, and mine's not detuned or anything. Mine's like an actual freaking 800, and I have full freaking power. That's how I'm able to basically just drop a split and still gain speed going uphill or up a mountain. And we're only 100k. Oh, sweet. Okay, we're only like an hour out then. So we're not doing too bad. Not doing too bad at all. And, oh yeah. Yep. It's pretty much back the way we came. Yeah, that's the border right there. I don't know if it'll actually get us close enough to actually get Abbotsford to register, but it might. I mean, if not, I'm not too worried about it. We can always just grab a frickin' load from somewhere and run to Abbotsford, so. Or if we really have to, we can just drive to Abbotsford without a trailer. Okay. Maybe one of these stops we'll have to find a shop and throw some freaking nose mirrors on this frickin' thing. Never thought I would frickin' miss nose mirrors, but frickin' they're so useful. They're so helpful. Good, there's no one there. Good. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I'll go into 7. That's better. Definitely gets a little screwy when you're looking at two different speeds, but you're doing the same speed. Like, we're doing... Right now I got it holding at 92 kilometers an hour. That is 57 miles an hour. But I will say, as bad as it is, even especially the fact that I am frickin' Canadian, using the miles an hour on the sim dashboard is kind of more helpful in figuring out where I need my gears to be, because it's just what I'm used to. Like, I know if I look at my sim dashboard and it's anywhere around like 15, 16 miles an hour, it's like, okay, I should be in third for that. 20 miles around fourth. 25, fifth, right? But you switch it to kilometers and it just screws with everything. Because instead of being in third at like 10 to 15, kind of, I'm in third and I'm doing 20, 25. Really hope I frickin' fit in between the tracks. Okay. Okay, good. That was going to be a little bit of a concern if I couldn't. Alright. Where? Oh, right there. I was about to be like, where's this train coming from? But he's over there. What's going on here? Oh. And... Oh, he just a crawling. Okay, we're gonna be here for a minute. Here. See? What did he stop for? Not that far forward, am I? Back off the track a tiny bit. Yeah. So you're just gonna keep us hostage here for a minute, I guess? You know what? Okay, fine. Pull a frickin' parking brake. Now I'll sit for a second. At least until it wants to frickin' actually put the wire up and let us through. Or they're probably attaching another frickin' set of cars or something. It's usually what happens when there's frickin' a delay with the train. At least up here. I don't know about down south or anything, but... And I know it's not me. I'm not causing him to frickin' stop. Like, I have seen that before. I have done it. But this shouldn't be causing him to stop. I think with us being stopped, he stopped. Oh, oh, there he goes. There he goes. Now he's moving. And traffic's going. Good, good. Yes, yes, we know you're here. You've been holding us up for a while now. Can you hurry it up a little, please? How big is this? Oh, it's not even that big. Don't you dare slow down. You keep going. And here, we take our parking brake off. And none of them coming behind us, so that's good. Oh, did you frickin'... I went too early, so it frickin' had the wall up. Frickin' thing. Okay, got a little light here. Cut this guy off. And, oh, it's just going up in line. That works. By the looks of it, we might even have room for a pretty much straight back, too. Maybe we got lucky. Oh, that's the Looney Tunes trailer. I didn't even realize that. The trailer? Yeah. Okay, not horrible. Not horrible. I can work with that. Going quite as smooth as I did, but that is okay. That is fixable. There we go. I'll jump inside. A little bit easier. Okay, we're not entirely straight with the trailer, but it is good enough, spaced out enough. They can grab it. It's on them now. Okay, just do its thing here. Take a look how far. Okay. Whoop. Continue. Drive. It's, yeah, actually, we'll just go back up to the gate. Because even if our next one is from here, we still would have to go up and activate it. So we'll just go sit there. Up the gate here. Okay, park break. Start to follow, no big touching. There's action, Discord. And Tom section. Oh, well, sweet. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Also, thank you very much for the follows. Greatly appreciated. Welcome on in, buds. We're currently driving around Canada in American Truck Sim. Got Promods back on, and I wanted to see how much they had for updates and what all they updated, so we're doing a run, and been a couple places so far. But yeah, compared to the last time I played, definitely a bit more. Okay. Let's take my free markets. 3. And what's going on with Charlie? Since then, well, that's back in the States. What's up on islands? That's in the States. Demo. Oh, yeah? Okay. Okay. What do I want to take? You know what? Screw it. I'll go with this one. Different kind of trailer. Can't really complain. Not to mention I haven't actually freaking hauled one of these for a bit, so. Alright, let's lock that back in. That guy off. Yeah, not surprised. Got me at the other one coming in, catch me at this one coming out. Where is it coming from? That way? Yep. How big of a train is it? Oh, it shouldn't be too bad. Again, get rid of that real quick. What was that? Okay. Uh, 4 kilometers, eh? Well, at least it's not too bad. It's not too far. Definitely some places on the American side of the map that are a bit bigger and a little more of a pain to get across town. So yeah, I definitely can't really complain with 4 kilometers. go up, we'll grab this guy, head over. This should also put us on a ferry so we can actually get out to the island. So that'll be nice. We'll have a ferry stop on the way. And then I'm thinking, first looking at how long we've been here, like streaming for, time it is, stuff like that. We'll probably, after this run, call her a day. So, just give everyone a heads up, because yeah, it's starting to get a little light here, so probably call her a day after this one. Normal stream, pretty much, for the most part. Because, yeah, I usually like to end around that few hour mark kind of thing. So, and I don't think this trip should take horribly long. So, I mean, we'll probably be after the 3 hour mark, but I can't see it being horribly past the 3 hour mark kind of thing. Yeah. It's the nice thing with this truck is we don't have to worry about coupling issues. Alright. Yeah, let's get rolling. No one coming. Yeah, every time. Get around the corner, get up a little bit, and then next thing you know, it's like, nope, red light. Start slowing down. Ooh, that's a tight little curve. And then you start slowing down for the red light, and it's like, nope, green light. Here you go. Have fun, good boy. Oh, what? Okay. Yeah, definitely some spots in here that are speed limit's a little higher than it probably should be. Yeah. Curious as to how far we're gonna have to go before we hit the ferry. Like, I know it shouldn't be too far. Most of the trip should be the island. But we will find out. Yeah, curve coming up does not look nice. No, that's why it's an exit. That makes sense. Straight to this one. And return to this one. Oh. Not gonna worry about getting too fast here. Well, that's a light. And... Oh, oh, oh. Anyone else there? Good, good. Alright. Oh, need to get over. Where'd the Jeep go? Yeah, a few breaks. Yeah, we over. Oh, Whistler. Oh, well, we actually got Vancouver to kick. Sweet. Look at that. Alright, then we should not be too far from ferry. No, we're not too far from the ferry. Back in the mic here. And we found drain too. Okay. Oh. Turn those on. And then we shouldn't have much to worry about. And just sit back, relax, and I'll cruise on down, hit the ferry, go over to the island, drive probably 3/4 of the island, drop a load, right out for a day. I wonder how bad this looks inside. Oh yeah. Yeah, I kind of thought so. It's okay. We'll just sit up top for now. here. My bad. Alright, when do a check here, and then we should be ready to go. Okay, so check isn't horribly long. Okay, alright. Good to go we be. So I'll go up here. At least the nice thing is it's basically probably gonna be a go. Drive in, hit the ferry, away we go. How does they got okay. Yeah. $450 for 2-hour ferry. It's pretty close, I think. I think it was only around like an hour and a half, depending on what port. Bam. Updated and everything. So we got the little Canadian, the maple leaf beside American Truck Sim, red bar. Alright. And away we go. It's not quite just drive on the ferry like it is in some of the spots down in like Louisiana, or even some of the spots in like Euro Truck, but not horrible. Like UI for the menu and stuff is still the same, so. Yeah, now he is on the island. Okay, make sure that's actually a locked in spot there. Yeah, I suppose I should probably take it easy for a second here. I don't know how bad this curve is gonna be. Oh, 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 oh. There's a trailer there. Not usually a good thing when you find them just on the side of the road randomly. Yeah, I knew that was a little bit faster. I didn't think I was gonna be like that much faster. Oh, okay then. Like, dude. Move this up. Move over. At some point, yep. You guys saw that, right? The lane ends. Yep, so we can cruise. Alright. Man, it's just a couple hours of driving. And then, yeah, like I said, we'll be done. And then I guess I got kind of debate on what I want to do. Because Betty asked me, freaking, he got another gasket of some sort for the truck. So he was like, you want to come pull an intake tonight? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe. Like, I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. Like, I usually aim for 3 hours-ish, right? Around the 3 hour mark, then stream. That way other stuff I need to get done throughout the day, I still have time to get done, and, right? If I need to go out somewhere, I have the opportunity to. But, yeah, I'm like, I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming, and after laying on the concrete floor in the garage and stuff, my back is kind of hurting, so I'm like, I don't, like, I want to go out, I want to help, like, I want to get the truck done, and done finally to the point of he can drive it, and we don't have to worry about it at all. Like, don't have to worry about the computer, nothing. But the unfortunate part, especially being the fact that I've got my dad's truck, which is a diesel, and I mean, like, don't get me wrong, the worst part is the diesel in the long run is cheaper than, like, what my gas truck would be. But at the same point, diesel is still not cheap. Well, at least not as cheap as gas is, even though it theoretically, technically, probably should be cheaper, which makes no sense. But anyway, that's a whole conversation for another day. Um, so yeah, no, having to try and put diesel in it all the time to keep running out is definitely a bit expensive. And like he's definitely helped out a few times with gas, like fuel, like diesel and stuff, and it's been a great help. Yeah, I'm just kind of not too sure. I mean, I probably will, just for the fact of we are so friggin' but the fact of we are so friggin' close to having it done and pretty much ready to go. But I don't know. Cause yeah, he's like, it's no problem at all if you don't want to come out tonight. Just like let me know, right? Give me a heads up. I was like, okay. So that I don't know. something to debate and ponder on for a little bit. Like I said, knowing me, I probably will. Just because I want to get that thing freaking done and completely done. But at the same time, I feel kind of bad because it's like we're doing all this stuff and it's not freaking doing anything, and he's kind of almost hitting the point with that truck that I've hit with the Ford. Right? Like, you drop so much money into it, and it's like, it's not really worth selling because, well, you're not going to ever get your money out of it. Like, if someone offered that wanted to try and buy my Ford off of me, I'd look at them and be like, okay, 20 grand. And it'd be like a minimum. And even at 20 grand, if someone actually paid me the 20 grand for my Ford, I would have made probably a total of, I think, 2, maybe 3 grand at that point off of the Ford. And that'd be it. Like, when I say I've dropped a lot of money into my Ford, it's because I have. And if I was ever to sell it, it would have to be an almost ridiculously high price just to make up for the money I've put into it between parts, labor, a whole bunch of other stuff, right? Okay. Come on, here please, thank you. How are you? Never mind. I was like, how do you expect me to get down there for the scale? Hang on. There's an exit here. I have feelings for a reason. Okay, oh. It's a good thing I looked first. I was about to just say screw it and go. I mean, like, technically, worst part is I do have friggin' traffic violations and crap turned off, so, like, I could absolutely just keep driving, and nothing would happen. But they did put the scales in for a reason, so I'll humor them. Not to mention, I guess it gives me an excuse to actually downshift and shift up and do something with my freaking hands. Because God only knows driving automatic some days, it's so freaking boring. Like, especially if you go from driving a stick to driving an auto, it's like there's nothing to do. Sorry about that. Driver 2005, 19. Hello, how's it going, buds? Welcome on in. And inside. Does my trick work up here? It does. Well, come on. You're going. Can you do convoys? I used to do convoys. I actually used to do an open convoy night once a week, but I haven't for a bit. I never really had anyone join in, so I was like, eh. Other than that, I've done some convoys with a few friends, but about it. For the most part, it's just the single player stuff, you know. Running around, delivering loads. But it's also partially due to it was partially due to the fact of not many people would ever show up, but that was also if I ever wanted to run mods, that was its own whole other issue, right? Because in order to run mods on convoys, you gotta have all the same mods in the same order. Otherwise, it won't work. So, and then, right, so that brings its own pain, you know, making sure like everyone has mods, everyone has the same mods. But yeah, no, I used to host an open convoy night once a week. It was, crap, what day was it? I think I used to do it on like Thursdays or something. I'm pretty sure if I remember right. Okay, where are we? 69 kilometers. Nice. Okay. Where is... Oh, yeah. So we just gotta go in the car. Okay. That's not too bad at all. Okay. There's our green. Perfect. And then we'll do the pretty much 70K. We gotta go, drop this off, and then, you know, call her for a day, and I'm probably gonna end up running out of town again to go friggin' work on a truck. So, but that was also one reason I started breaking up the streams a little bit more. So instead of doing like streaming every day for a week and then taking like weekends off, I was like, well, let's break this up a little bit, especially because I was getting busier at the time. To let's drop down from 5 streams a week down to 3, so I get at least a couple days there to, you know, get stuff sorted or get stuff done if I have to. Or like if I'm running out of town, I don't quite gotta worry about it. And so far it's been alright. Like, I don't mind it. And still stream for pretty much the same amount of hours and everything, so. But it has definitely made stuff like VODs and that a bit easier too. Which reminds me, I gotta go through and frickin' download some VODs before they disappear, because I think one may have disappeared already. Not too sure. I haven't actually looked. So that'll be one thing I have to do once we're done. Yeah, start filling this road. Gonna... Don't know if it's gonna stay at 2 lane or not. Or if I have to merge over. Oh, doesn't matter. Perfect. over. And, oh, okay, we're stuck through there. Okay. I didn't realize we were actually close enough to set it off. It definitely got dark out here. Like, damn. It's definitely not expecting to get that frickin' dark. Like, there's no frickin' moonlight out or frickin' anything. But of course, with how close frickin' people are, I don't want to just turn the high beams on. That's okay. I'm not too worried about it. Our stop is up here on the left, so. Special delivery. Dude. I will be at your front gate in about 2 seconds. There, everyone. I misjudged it in my map browse. I find that amusing. Customer expects delivery very soon. It's like, dude, I am pulling in the gate. Okay, where's our... I know I saw it back there. It's gonna be the easiest way for us to get there. Alright, first off, that can get shut off. Oh, that's what they did. Okay. That I can work with. We will just do a little spin around this way. We can just here. Try not to run over the grass. And apparently stall the truck again. God damn it. Yeah, no, I swear, I'm gonna make a... Don't give me that, my foot's still on the clutch. Frickin' truck. Yeah, I swear, I'm gonna make a frickin' counter for when I'm driving the internationals. How many times I've frickin' stalled it. Because I don't know why, I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's just the internationals. But I apparently have a horrible time with frickin' stalling them. I jump in my frickin' res build. I jump in a normal frickin' Peterbilt or a Kenworth or my frickin' nothing. No issues. But yeah, no, you throw me at a international. Apparently, I've had nothing but issues. Okay, that can get shut off. Those can get shut off. We are gonna have to jump back in and get out from under the trailers. I'm not worried about shutting the truck off yet. Reset that switch. I can fix this dial now. Concerned I forgot about that. Okay. Let's go put ourselves out the gate here. Oh, great. Put the park brake on and make sure we didn't frickin' roll from off of it and completely screw up the parking. And we'll run up here to basically the driveway. And then yeah, I'll call her there. Of course, I gotta do my usual little thing, so we'll frickin' deal with that. First, park so we're at least a little bit off the road. Yeah, good enough for me. Yeah. Parking brake on so we don't move. Set truck up. Perfect. Okay, and while I deal with this, I'm gonna flip us over here. And if you're new around here, every time almost every time I raid out my computer, if I don't actually shut my game down or anything, likes to have a little freeze moment and my whole system will freeze for like 5 minutes right after we raid out, so I won't be able to do anything like in stream or stuff like that. So I kind of just got into the habit of at the end when we're done, I'll just switch over to the chatting scene real quick and basically shut the game down, make sure it actually closes, and then I can every stuff actually goes through properly, like the raid and stuff like that, right? So I'm just gonna let this do its thing here. It's actually off. It actually stopped. For some reason, I don't know why, but my Steam only apparently with American Truck Sim. But like when you quit the game, usually you know how your Steam will do its thing of it'll go from running to just stopped and it'll reset the play button. Mine just doesn't. I don't get why. I don't know why. So I have to go into my Steam and literally hit stop on my Steam. Otherwise it doesn't actually stop and I have no idea why. But according to everything else, it's closed and it's not running. So I have no idea. Get rid of that for a second. Pull this up. I need this. Yeah, let me get this set up here real quick. Raid following. And I don't know why I'm list. Exactly where we're rolling. Alright. This oh, don't you start acting up on me. There we go. Okay. My stream deck was acting funny for a minute. I was about to be like, oh, don't you start. Okay, I get this going here. Start this. Perfect. Alright, guys. I'm going to leave everyone with May for the rest of the night. Hope everyone enjoyed the stream. Thank you, everyone, again, for the follows and everything. It is greatly appreciated. And yeah, I hope, like I said, I hope everyone enjoyed it. We'll be back on Wednesday. There will be no stream tomorrow. So my stream schedule is usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 p.m. Mountain Time. So I'm in between Pacific and Central. So basically an hour right in between. So like if it's this time Central, go an hour before that. Or it would be an hour before that with the time zone. Anyway, enough blabbering. I hope everyone has a good day, a good night, wherever you may be. Like I said, we'll be back Wednesday and probably be doing some more driving. I'm not too sure yet. I'll figure something out. Until then, enjoy. Like I said, I'm leaving everyone with May, so yeah. Alright, guys. I'm gonna put my scene here. Have a good night. Thanks again for coming. We'll talk to you on Wednesday.
Fucking big TV. There we go. See? See? What's going on? Going from 6 at a time because this is bullshit. This is who the fuck is fucking Luma?